Hello! So I did bring you out to the garden for my promised little garden tour, but it is kind of sad out here. So it's August, and let's be honest, like I just haven't been out here doing what I should. Actually, it's September now. Oh my God, it's September. Said the wrong month. Wow, like it's like, yeah. Well, it is just that time. Like August was crazy, and July was hot, and you know, things just happen out here. So let's take a look around and see what I have going on out in my sad weedy garden. So let's start off over in the corner here where the asparagus is, going crazy, which isn't a bad thing. I do want the asparagus to fill that bed, so it's really working on it. See all the little asparagus berries there. I do have some coxcomb that came up in there, also known as celosia. And then I forget what else was in that bed. Maybe some, and then, yeah, the ground cherries. So there were ground cherries in there. This was the bed that had my garlic in it, and the random volunteer potato. And then I had a bunch of coxcomb that kind of grew up, and I just left them because, well, I like them. That bed was supposed to be lots of okra, and as you can see, I've got some okra. And it was supposed to be green beans, but just didn't get much of that. Over here, this should be two really lush beds full of peppers, and as you can see, I had really bad pepper luck this year. Like, I have a few plants that have done okay, but most of them look, well, especially that one, really pathetic, sad. I did grab some eggs from the chickens, who are, of course, out here free-ranging and eating my buggies. And then the tomatoes have gone crazy. That's pretty normal for this time of year. And the cucumbers are pretty well done, which again is pretty normal for this time of year. The pumpkins, though, the pumpkins sort of took over. So this is mostly pumpkins. There is a random eggplant that grew there that's a volunteer. I reseeded this bed with radishes, but I don't think I'm going to get very many because pumpkins. And then back there, I do still have some hard winter squash, and I forget what else. There's some baby boo pumpkins. So I have butternuts and acorns, and then the tiny little white pumpkins, and then I still have, you can kind of see there's a big Long Island cheese pumpkin growing there. Anyway. So yeah, the cucumbers pretty well have died back, so I've got to tear all that out. But the tomatoes are still going okay. This was supposed to be a bed of basil. As you can see, there's nothing growing in it. Same thing with the onions, where there's nothing growing in that bed either. The beautiful lush melons got nipped in the heat wave that we had. And then we replanted this bed for spinach. I don't see much growing yet. I do have one nice head of lettuce there. Let's see. So I had a lot of dill in that bed, but it looks like the dill's mostly died back. I still have some carrots and some beets struggling through here. And then over in the corner, I do still have eggplant. Now I do have one eggplant. You can see it right there, one eggplant plant, which is producing. But let's take a little walk around the outside of my weedy garden and see how everything's doing here. Yeah, so these eggplants, I bought 4, and they're growing all right. I really thought they were going to die earlier this year, but they seem to have recovered. Now I can see that I need to pick some okra, and I replanted this bed, it's hard to see, for mustards for the fall. So those actually look like they took. And then say hi, Charlie. Yeah, and then up on the deck I still have some flowers and things, so I'll take you up there next. All right, so checking in with the downstairs. This little thyme plant has gone nuts. Like, it was really small, and it has really filled out my planter. I've already picked from it a couple of times and dried from it, and I'm really impressed. Yeah, so this poor squash plant, I don't know if it's going to survive. I keep coming over and trying to check. See if we can check. It's not quite ready yet. And see if any of these little guys are ready. I think a squash buggy probably hurt this poor squash plant. Oh, look, I got one more down there. If I'm lucky, I might get to possibly 4 squashes from this plant. And then my peonies look awful. But that's pretty normal for right now. But look, the fig tree has decided to finally attempt to produce some figs. Shocking. Look at that. We've had this thing, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 years here with nothing to show for it. And now finally, it's trying to produce. So, all right, let's walk upstairs. I don't think I have anything going on in the pots over here. Usually I have cilantro. It looks like I've got, just a lot of marigolds. So there's a lot of marigolds. All right, upstairs we go. All right, so my citronella plant is not doing so well. And I think I'm going to just take some cuttings and restart that whole pot. The sunflower bloomed. The tomato plants never really grew. I did have a little bit of basil that finally came up. The chives are looking good. This is a special type of basil. It's like a cardinal basil. And I love this stuff. It's just so pretty. Some marigolds. Lots of coxcomb because I've just got a thing for that. So I kind of plant a lot of it. Yeah, and then like a bunch of basil that never really did anything. One sad little thing of hummingbird mint. The curry tree, though, has decided that it's fruiting. So this is what a curry tree and its fruits look like. I have to wait until those fruits turn black, and then I can pluck them to plant them. And then there's one rosemary that looks great. One rosemary that just doesn't. I've had that one for 2 or 3 years now, so that's kind of why. And then over here, Ina's little petunias that she picked out look fabulous. This pepper plant decided to grow really well in the pot. The lemon tree has beautiful foliage. I haven't had any blooms from it this summer, but I'm so glad it's not dead. Like, I just keep letting it bloom and I just leave it alone. And then I have a creeping thyme with the mint and the lavender over here. And then that is a pot of dandelion, clearly, and oregano. I don't know, like I just let things come up this year. So, and then I put 3 little sprigs of that thyme up here to try to plant it because I just really liked it. So there's just like random things all over. So anyway, that is our sad September, not August, September garden check-in. Lots of things are happening. I'm starting to breed the rabbits again because it's almost show season. And so now I have to start making all of my babies for my spring shows because it takes time for all of those rabbits to grow. So I have my big ARBA convention this fall, which should be tons of fun. I did have someone contact me about some hatching eggs, so I may sell some hatching eggs. We'll see. Yeah, just, and the ducks are molting, so no eggs for the ducks right now, because the ducks are like, there's feathers everywhere. I keep thinking that something has, like, killed a duck, because there's just all these white feathers in a pile. But anyway, it's fine. Totally fine. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. But, lots of fun things coming up. I hope that you are participating in the spin along, and make sure that you are doing the, like, subscribe, comment, follow, whatever stuff. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, because that's where you're seeing this. Make sure that you're following the newsletter because, I put stuff up everywhere, people! Everywhere. So, yeah, make sure that you're following me in all the places. And Tina's adventures, too, because she's been traveling a lot. So, anyway, I will see you all next time. Please take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and craftually. Okay, bye.